What's supposed to happen on that last 2-point conversion?
Yeah, not going to get into all the specifics, Jeff, but obviously it did not go as we thought it would.
Did you make that call or did Tommy?
Yeah, I make every call.
Was that play call yours or Tommy's?
I'm responsible for all of it.
I'm out there any play. You know, I would wish I would always have the ball in my hand.
Man. So it's looking like Kevin Stefanski did it again, guys. And everybody is calling out Kevin Stefanski now because it's like, yo, you can't even hide this anymore that you're sabotaging Shedeur Sanders. As you can see, look at a comment like this. This is from IG. He says, Shedeur scored a touchdown. They went for 2 without him on the field. They didn't convert and lost the game by 2. So let's look at the play right here, guys. So this is the play right here. As you can see, horrible play, man. They had the running back trying to play the QB, and that's how it worked out, right? So people was just like, how come you just didn't just have Shedeur Sanders in, man? You know what I mean? So everybody was like, yo, they either need to investigate Kevin Stefanski for gambling or he just simply needs to be fired right away because he's just trying to hurt Shedeur Sanders, man, and it's just plain and simple, and he can't even hide this anymore. So let's listen to what Skip Bayless had to say about the topic because he's been in full support since Shedeur Sanders got drafted. Let's check out what Skip Bayless had to say. And if you can, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. That really does help support my YouTube channel, and I really do appreciate that.
I'm going to say it again. Kevin Stefanski must be fired. I'm going to say it again and again and again. Kevin Stefanski did not want Shedeur Sanders, didn't even want him in the 5th round. Kevin Stefanski has done everything in his power to keep Shedeur Sanders from succeeding in Cleveland as a 5th round pick against all odds. Even yanking Shedeur again for the potential tying 2-point conversion, going with the Wildcat. It was a disaster after Shedeur had shown again and again he's the answer in the red zone for the Cleveland Browns. Shedeur Sanders just played by far his best game as a pro. He just threw for 364 yards and 3 touchdowns and led the Browns in rushing and scored a rushing touchdown from 7 yards. Clutch. Just led an 80-yard drive in 7 plays to put them within striking distance, 31-29. Tying 2-point conversion after he had just thrown a short touchdown pass, a beautiful fade rainbow to the rookie Shannon to get the score to 31-23. He just showed you again and again what he can do. He's who Cleveland has been looking for, as he said before his first start in Las Vegas. And Kevin Stefanski did it again. Kevin Stefanski just cost the Browns a tie, maybe an overtime. I don't know. The way Shedeur was operating, they surely would have won the game somehow, some way, because that's what Shedeur does. Shedeur just completely outplayed Cam Ward. I'm going to say it again. I said it before the draft. The Tennessee Titans should have taken Shedeur Sanders #1 overall. I like Cam Ward. I love Shedeur Sanders. He's the whole package. He's playing for a sorry football team that played a sorry football game today, and Shedeur lifted them up out of the snow and nearly pulled it off by himself. I don't know what more you could ask of Shedeur Sanders against all odds. Cam Ward just threw for 117 yards on 14 of 28. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, one early. He's not bad. He's pretty good, but he ain't Shedeur Sanders. The Cleveland Browns, when I least expected it, allowed 184 rushing yards to the 1-11 Tennessee Titans in Cleveland. 184 rush yards. You're going to lose at home if you do that, and they finally did. 31-29. The Tennessee Titans just won again. They're 1-11 because, in the end, Dylan Sampson, the rookie out of Tennessee, fumbled, trying to do too much. Then the Browns got a punt block in their end of the field, and Tony Pollard, my little man from the Cowboys, just kept running wild. And all of a sudden I look up And thanks to the fumble and the block punt, it's 31-17 Tennessee. You're kidding. The Browns were 4.5-point favorites. They should have won this game going away, but the defense just didn't show up today. And then the screw-ups. Look at what happened to start the game. They just weren't ready to play. Opening kickoff. Look what the whole Shedeur got put in. Opening kickoff, they run it back all the way to the 15. Then they go -4 on the first handoff to Judkins. Then they go 3-yard run. Then on 3rd and 11, nobody blocks Simmons or Harold. They both just come free on Shedeur. He's got nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Sack. Then they false start as they line up to punt, and it winds up 4th and 18 from the 7. And you knew what was going to happen. Disaster was about to happen. And all of a sudden it's 7-0, and then it's 14-3. It's just Shedeur's playing out of a hole the whole day. And then the thing of beauty was the 80-yard drive in 7 plays. Just completion after completion. This young man, I'm going to say it, I've said it to death. Please listen to me. He is deadly accurate. He is a gifted thrower of the football, a better passer than Cam Ward. Maybe not as explosively athletic as Cam Ward is, but Cam didn't impress me today with his athletic, his escapability, and Shedeur did. Shedeur is an underrated mobile athlete. Trust me, he has mobility. Trust me. I saw it again and again at Jackson State, at Colorado. He can move. As he starts to get his legs underneath him and get some trust with Jerry Jeudy, now his new best friend, and Fannin, the 3rd-round pick, who's really good. They got a little thing going. He's just better than Cam Ward. Tennessee will rue the day that they did not take Shedeur Sanders #1 overall. I don't know if he's going to be able to show him in Cleveland, because it's just such a sad sack, sorry-ass franchise with Kevin Stefanski running the show and trying to sabotage Shedeur Sanders. My God. An 80-yard drive in 7 plays, 2nd and goal at the 7. He throws the sweet little fade to Fannin. It was a beautiful ball. 7 yards for a touchdown. And here we win again. He's been doing this to Shedeur again and again and again. They go Wildcat. Why? Shedeur just ran it in. It was a great 7-yard run to cut the score to 31-23, and then he just throws the little fade ball. He's who you've been looking for. What are you doing, Stefanski? You just couldn't stand to see Shedeur tie the game. You couldn't stand to have to stand up there after the game and answer questions about what you've been doing to Shedeur, how you have been sabotaging, how you've been trying to stunt the kid's growth. You just couldn't stand it, so you go Wildcat. Genius move. And Judkins, I don't know, they probably practiced the play one time. Judkins goes right with it and forgets, he's supposed to pitch it back for a pass? What? And he goes nowhere. It's an abomination. It's an embarrassment. It's a humiliation for Shedeur to have to do the trot of shame off the field after he led you to within striking distance at 31-29, 364 yards passing. Beautiful throw after throw after throw. Escape after escape after escape. I don't know what you just couldn't stand Shedeur being the hero of the day. So you got what you wanted, Stefanski. You got a big L. You can stand up there after the game and tap dance. You know what, Jimmy Haslam, if I'm owning the Cleveland Browns, I'm walking in there tonight and firing his ass for the injustice he has wreaked on Shedeur Sanders again and again. Shedeur against Kevin Stefanski odds. The longest odds you could have is a 5th-round draft pick. He did that today. He showed you he's better than Cam Ward today. They should have won this game today. They should be off to the races right here, right now, but they're stuck with that head coach who tried to do in Baker Mayfield, and now he's trying to do in Shedeur Sanders. Jimmy Haslam, if you're listening right now, you have to have the guts. You had the guts to go get Deshaun Watson, pay him the sun and the moon. Have the guts to get Kevin Stefanski out of Shedeur Sanders' way so you can take off.
Did you wish you had the ball in your hand in that moment to tie the game?
If I'm out there any play, I would wish I would always have the ball in my hand, but that's not what football is. Sometimes you got to run the ball. Sometimes you got to kick a field goal. Everything. That's the game. That's the most important thing is the ball. So in any situation, of course you would want to, but I know we practice something and we execute it in practice. So I would never go against, kind of like what the call was.
I thought there were some really, really, really good moments. I thought some of his pocket movement was outstanding. Some really, really good throws, especially late in the drive. I thought he was really good there.
I think he looked good. I mean, he came up big when we needed him to. He looked composed. He escaped out of some sacks, broke the pocket, made some big time plays, and just looking for him to continue to grow. Looking for that clock to speed up a little bit, but he looks more and more at ease each week.
And he's pretty much just saying, he wish he was out there. But, he's not going to go against his coach or call out his coach or try to say anything where, the media can twist his words and make it seem like he's throwing his coach underneath the bus. Well, media trained, man, he always gives the right answers. But if you sit there and listen to him, he wish he would have had that opportunity to, just be out there. And everybody agrees that he should have been out there. And like I said, guys, people are now calling out Kevin Stefanski, and they are calling for him to be investigated, man. So I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about that. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Catch you guys on the next one, and we out, guys. Peace.